So again, both guys very experienced. Corey Murray 3-0, Lewis 5-6. Both guys, like I said, I mean, these are two guys that are very familiar with the inside of a cage.
Yeah, Corey Murray, he's just got that wrestling build. I mean, he's just a thick dude everywhere, country strong.
And again, Lewis is a 205-er. He moves like a 145-er. He looks so light on his feet. You know, the kicks are phenomenal, but I think if Lewis keeps pressing forward, Corey's going to see this and he's going to try to dig up that single leg.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, yeah, I have to give Rumsey credit. His feet are very agile for his size.
Oh, man, he fought on our last American card, and I'm telling you, this guy bounces around. He's round kicks from him. You know, he's very unorthodox.
Yeah.
Constantly moving, and you can tell it's somebody who loves to fight and has a ton of fun in here.
Yeah, you know, and the #1 rule with all fighting is you never judge a book by its cover. But you know, if you were to tell me this guy had kicks like that walking in the ring, I wouldn't believe it. And I mean, he's just agile.
Absolutely, extremely tough. You know, again, head kicks. You know, and again, you can tell he's having a ton of fun.
Yeah,
He's somebody who loves fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got Corey on his toes.
Yeah.
He may have Corey thinking, let's bring this to the ground. But this is very unorthodox.
Yeah, it's not your standard jab, jab, kick for sure.
Yeah. And again, perfect example of somebody who wants to use a 32-foot cage, you know, having fun. He's picking his punches. Very, you know, relaxed, but, you know, again, a veteran fighter.
Yeah, these guys are measuring each other up. And like you said, it's hard for Corey to catch the pace of the ins and outs of Rumsey because he's so unpredictable.
I think Lewis needs to get up off that cage because Corey's sizing him up for that.
Yeah, he's cutting the ring. He's cutting the ring off very well.
He is, and again, Lewis is definitely, you know, returning everything with those strikes. You know, those very unorthodox, you know, fun to watch strikes.
Yeah, Corey's trying to settle in here. And I tell you what, he's keeping his word. He had a chance to secure a takedown there and basically let him up so he could go ahead and trade with him again.
Oh, man.
Just missed him.
That could have been a bad day. But yeah, look at Lewis. Big smile on his face, man, having a ball.
Yeah, he smiles at it knowing, like, yeah, that was pretty close.
I mean, look, you know, the ball's, he's not even on the heels of his feet, of his foot, I mean, that lead foot. He's having so much fun. And again, Lewis moves like a 45er.
Yeah.
You know, those head kicks nice. In and out, you know, doesn't really stand still, side to side motion, heads moving.
Good right front kick there.
Yeah, and Corey again, you know, he's nice and relaxed and
nice.
Nice return right leg kick.
Yeah, beautiful left uppercut.
Yeah, big right uppercut. I'm sorry, left uppercut.
Beautiful left uppercut, lead a left uppercut, and he followed up with a straight right hand. Good job by Corey.
Yeah,
cut the cage off, and now he's giving Lewis too much room to use them kicks. If I was in his corner, I'd tell him, once you cut the cage off, pin him up against there and work. Don't let him out, because as soon as you do, he's firing from all different angles. Good right leg front kick, man.
And again, Corey moved side to side, not straight back. I did see that.
Yes, definitely.
Catch the nuts there a little bit.
Definitely.
But, you know, again, you know, you could tell that it wasn't, you know, intentional.
Yeah, and I think, like just like we saw in the last fight, Corey would be wise to use that right front kick on the outside leg to slow Lewis's kicks down and all that bouncing around. You take that front leg out, you take the movement out, and then he can cut the cage off and do some good work.
Yeah, I think you're going to see, oh, nice, right head kick.
Yeah, see this guy, I mean, he's unpredictable. I think Corey should work on that right front kick again,
right
on the outside.
And that right head kick by Lewis almost went over Corey's head. This guy is flexible.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Corey's bouncing up and down. About a minute left in the round, first round. And again, it's a little bit more of a slow-paced fight.
Yeah.
Both guys feeling each other out, picking their punches, and these shots are landing for both guys.
Yeah, and it's even though it's a little slower paced, it's entertaining because it's like you see in a chess match here.
Right.
I mean,
very technical.
It's very technical, and you see Corey with good boxing, cut the ring off to try to secure the kicks of Rumsey, which are coming at all angles, and the only way to do that is get all the way in. Easier said than done.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Again, exciting round. I mean, both guys very technical, and you're seeing a very, so far, evenly match-up fight. I can't tell really who has the upper hand on this.
Now, definitely a big, good straight right hand there by Corey. And we got 10 seconds left. Good left hook by Corey.
Yeah, and Lewis is, as well as he's throwing his punches, he's definitely playing mind games. He's up and down. I can see Lewis looking at Corey's legs. Where's the kick coming? Where's the kick coming? And then throw a head kick.
Yeah.
Both guys, great conditioning. And again, having a ton of fun.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of Rumsey, because if he was just a standard fighter, Corey probably would have had him figured out by now and know, okay, jab, jab, go in for the clinch takedown, or just straight up bang with him. But he can't even straight up bang with him because he's in and out. He's kicking here, he's kicking there, he's bouncing around. There's no stationary target for Corey to get his feet underneath him where he can load up on some punches because Rumsey's already gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got awesome kicks. I mean, I'm just flat out impressed by this kid's athleticism. I mean,
he turns his hips so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know if that leg kick's coming or if he's bringing it to the head.
Yeah, you know what? If I'm in Corey's corner, I'm going to pretty much tell him, look, get this kid on his back. Let's see what happens there. At least one time this round. He hung with him for sure in the stand-up, but get him on the ground and see what you can do. Take him to your world for a minute and see how much you can last.
And Lewis is ready, man. This kid's back and forth, second the whistle.
He's not even breathing.
He's up on it.
These kids are in shape, man. I'll tell you what. Good idea with the right.
I think Corey needs to start setting up those leg kicks because Lewis is definitely a veteran. He's going to start seeing those leg kicks coming, and he's going to counter very well with it.
Yeah, I'm impressed by his durability on the leg kicks as well, man.
Yeah, and Corey's legs are enormous.
Yeah, I mean, he's bringing some wood there. I mean, that's like a bat hitting you there, and he ate about 5 or 6 of them, and Rumsey's still as agile as he was when the bell rang in the first round. Beautiful left inside kick. Oh, nice crescent kick as well. This kid is talented.
He's bringing everything. It's constantly different. He's got Corey thinking, where's he going next? And nothing's the same so far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man.
And again, just like the last fight, both guys pretty content with standing on their feet and
nice.
Doing it the old-fashioned way.
Good backhand by Corey. That was unorthodox as well. I bet you Rumsey appreciated that. It's something it looked like he would do.
Exactly. Nice inside leg kick.
Yeah, I think Corey's getting a little more settled in here. He's not as bewildered as when Rumsey jumps in and out. He jumps in and out, and now he gets measured and tries to cut the cage off and do some work instead of just being in awe of the awkwardness of Rumsey. Look at that.
Again, you think Rumsey has his back turned and he pulls a kick out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, this is entertaining. I mean, they're not throwing 1,000 punches a second, but they're just the chess match of them figuring each other out is entertaining. Big right hand.
Yeah, and Lewis he's bringing Corey in. He's kind of playing that, look at me, I'm up against the cage thing, and then bringing these big punches out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
The rope-a-dope, cage, octagon style. Yeah, good right hand to the body there by Corey. Rumsey with a double jab, that was good.
Yeah, the double jab looks nice. You got to bring that right hand up on the double jab.
Good right leg kick by Rumsey.
Yeah, and you know what? I was just going to say, Corey's got those tree trunks, man. You might as well use them.
Yeah, good trade by these guys.
What I'd like to see is I'd like to see Lewis come up off his feet and see if he's got any knees in that little arsenal.
Yeah, at this point, man, if I'm in Corey's corner, I'm telling him, look, you know, enough of this, you know, stand up with this guy. He's just too awkward. Double jab your way in, close the distance, and get a clinch. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to work your game. Go in there, get a clinch, get the takedown, work for a single, because now it's starting to look like Rumsey's just getting a bigger advantage with that distance. He fills it up with his kicks.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Corey's kind of wondering, you know, how much more time we have in this round. I can see him trying to look up at the clock a little bit. But you're right, Joe. You know what? If I was his corner, same thing. Get Lewis to the ground because he's extremely unorthodox. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, he's winning the striking in this fight.
He is, and the thing is, why he's winning it is not only because he's landing more punches and whatnot, but Corey's doing his game. He's not going to look as good chasing him around as Rumsey looks, as trading with him, getting out, and he's doing his thing, and Rumsey does that better.
Exactly. You're exactly right. And you know what? And that plays a big role in the judges.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're looking, you know, you see, obviously they both know how to fight. However, Rumsey is doing his temperament, his game, and he knows what the reactions are going to be more than Corey does because he's not as comfortable. This is Rumsey's world right here. He probably does this every day.
Beautiful.
Right hand.
Right hand.
What a combo.
Then, again, like I said, Lewis is going up and down, you know, and he's comfortable, man. You know, you don't see any urgency in either one of the guys, really.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like Corey needs to bring this to the ground. I think, you know, Lewis is really starting to settle in.
Yeah.
Really liking those low leg kicks. And Corey's going to need to come up with something a little bit different because you're right. Lewis is definitely beating him in the, you know, what looks better and what strikes are landing game.
Yeah, and it's starting to appear that Corey is just getting befuddled. Like he's just getting overwhelmed by all the movement, the awkwardness. He's going to have to attack. That was a beautiful front kick by Corey, but as soon as he lands something, he's got to close the distance and go to the wrestling. Because if he's going to do the in and out dance with Rumsey, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, I mean, this kid is he's definitely exciting, you know. And the 5-6 record, don't let it fool you. Obviously, you know, we're looking right at it. Rumsey is the kid's a bad
right hand.
Might have rocked Corey a little bit, but again, back and forth, leg kicks, punches. To be honest with you, again, I think I'm positive Lewis has got that round. If you look at him, he don't even want to
he is having so much fun. He's doing his thing. I guarantee you, if you could have wrote a script for him to have a fight, it is, okay, applied wrestler with a double jab, and he'll just go in and out and pick him apart with the kicks. Now, having said that, Corey's still very dangerous. However, he's got to take it to his world. He's got to stop this in and out with Rumsey. He's got to commit. Just commit, take your chance, take him down, and let him play in your game for a while.
Exactly. You know, he cannot keep that distance with Lewis because, you know, in the end, Lewis he's settled and the kid's having so much fun. You know, if I was Ryan Ciappoli, I'd say, look, close the distance on this guy. Let's see what he has there.
Yeah.
You know, get tight with him. Don't let him get that distance and you know, be so unorthodox. You know,
obviously it's easier said than done, but you're so right. Like, you got to say, you know what, dude, we tried his game for the first 2 rounds. Make it happen.
Right.
Make it your world this round.
Right.
Whatever it takes. Double jab, close the distance, leg kick, whatever you got to do. Try to, as soon as he's stationary, get him. I know it's not that long. There you go. And that's what he needs to do. Beautiful. But Rumsey, with great athleticism, pops right back up. But here comes Corey again with a nice single. He got his head on the outside, though. Looks like Rumsey's working for a Kimura there.
And you know what?
Oh, Corey's got his back. This could be trouble here.
If I was Lewis's corner, the first thing I would have to say is, hey, watch out for the takedown.
Yeah.
You know, we know that you're doing good here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch out for that takedown. Don't be desperate. We're obviously winning the stand.
Oh, he gets out again, though.
And hey, now we may see Lewis start throwing those knees.
Yeah.
Corey starts to try and come in for that single. You know, you may see a big right knee out of Lewis.
Yeah, that was. I'm impressed with Rumsey getting up there. That was Corey's shot to really do some damage there and take him to his world. And like you said, I'm sure they told him be careful to takedown, but it's kind of like when you get in that zone, he was doing so successful in the first 2 rounds, he didn't get one shot taken on him, so he was probably just on autopilot, like, yo, this is great. I'm just going to kick, kick, kick. Corey closed the distance, got a nice double. Rumsey got back up to his feet, showing his athleticism and his feet. And then Corey took him down again, and he still scrambled out of it. So, I mean, it's got to be kind of deflating for Corey, though he did score some points with them brief takedowns.
Yeah, and you know what? Takedowns at this point may be out of the game plan. You know, Corey, he does look like his conditioning is good, but he's still, you know, it's late. It's, you know, in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
But I think same thing. Corey needs to close the distance. He needs to keep Lewis close instead of having Lewis at his range of being nice and tight.
Yeah, you know, and I know hindsight's 20/20, but he basically had back control, one hook in and a ball and chain. He needed to keep him there, man. He needed to go all out there, really, because it took him 2 rounds to take him down, basically, to solve this Rubik's Cube kicks and whatnot. So when you get him in your world, keep him there no matter what. He should have went all out there, but now he's going to have to start over and do it again. And if he does get him down again, he's going to have to commit all of it, because that's the only way he's going to win this fight, in my opinion.
And you don't know how the judges scored that first round. You know,
it's very true. That was a competitive first round.
Yeah, they may have had the round going either way. So Corey may think, hey, this is 1-1. You know, I got to be smart here. But again, you never leave it to the judges. You know, you got to try and finish this fight, because we've seen in the past anything can happen with it. You know,
yeah, you're right. You know, thinking about that, both of them better be aware and go for it, because that first round was nip and tuck. I mean, give a slight edge to Rumsey because it was his game. He looked more comfortable doing it. Not necessarily did he overwhelm Corey, by no means, in that round, but the second round, he pulled away from him a lot further in the terms of striking. But then the 3rd round, he got Corey with 2 takedowns and a little bit of back and forth on the stand-up. Hard round to judge, for sure. We got double kick and a double punch, right head kick by Rumsey. Corey's regathering himself. He's trying to solve this puzzle here. Corey's got to be careful with his hands dropping down. I think he's getting frustrated. Seems like he's slipping a lot. I don't know if it's the logo and all the sweat coming off these guys. There's a nice right leg kick by Rumsey, and now Corey's leg looks worse for wear, and there's another one.
And again, you know, Corey's frustrated because of the mat, but in the end, you know, Lewis is still playing his game. You know?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Corey has to come fresh forward.
For sure, it was just a couple bad luck, and then see, I mean, like on ice skates there, it's his front leg being weak. There's a definite low blow there.
Yeah, both guys really sweaty. And again, you know, like there's just not much you can do as far as the mat goes. You know, it does get wiped in between rounds, but you know, you can't stop a fight to wipe a mat. You know, it's just the game.
No, and these guys, with all their movement in these 3 rounds, I mean, they're obviously perspiring profusely, because they've been, even though it's not much trade, they have not stood still. They have been moving constantly in the striking game, back and forth. And I mean, Rumsey, geez, he's jumping everywhere at all times. Here he comes out again. And there's that single. He shot way too far away. But that's what he needs to do, man. He needs to take this world.
Oh, big kick on the way down, and Lewis is finished the fight. 45 seconds has to be left. Yeah. Again, Corey goes for that desperate shot, and Lewis finishes.
Yeah, you called it earlier. You said it for him to be careful. But you know what? Corey really didn't have a choice. He had to go for that. I give him props for going for the victory, because, you know, the other way wasn't working. He's sitting out there getting picked apart, pecked to death. So, you know what? Try to take it to your world. Go for it. He did. He got caught with an unorthodox knee type kick. And, you know, it definitely stunned him and took him down, and Rumsey jumped all over it. But, you know, again, a credit to Corey for, that's what he had to do. I mean, it was either that or wasted last 40 seconds getting picked apart on the outside. He decided against that and said, you know what, I'm going for victory. I'm pursuing victory. And, you know, I give him credit for that. I know his leg. I mean, I'm a little worried about his knees and whatnot from all that slipping. It looks like he wrenched it a little bit. But I give him a lot of credit. Rumsey looked spectacular and just methodical on what he wanted to do. And even when he was in the brief moments where it wasn't his necessarily get taken down twice, he got right back up, right back into his world, and just timed it better and better. Saw that second to last shot come far out and said, you know what, if he does it again, ready, steady, go. Beat him there with a knee in the shin, and that's what he did. And again, man, I give credit to Barry. We're going for victory. That's what it's about. You know, Rumsey, very smart. Ready, steady, go. Stop that. Okay, I'm looking at the guard for his decision here. You know, still concerned about Murray's legs. Took a lot of heat on that left front leg from the right kicks. And here we go with Garvin in this special decision. What an awesome performance. But again, to go back to what Bill was saying, you cannot judge fighters on how they appear, and you can't judge them on just their records alone. He was 5-6, but there's a ton of experience in there, and you know, and that shows because he's been around the block with 11 pro fights.